Anyways, that got me interested in alloys because I was curious, why do we have a phone here? I understand you want it to be thin, but isn't there a stronger material? What's the attributes of these alloys? And so I investigated alloys even to the point of finding a material science location here in Toronto where I could go and scan upcoming components for phones to figure out what the alloy makeup was, because Apple was they were coming up with alloys at a certain point post iPhone 6, which was the one that bent the most. They were looking for ways to increase the durability of the devices that came after it. And how you do this is by altering the combination of materials that go into a particular alloy. And so when I took the next version to that same operation and they scanned it, they're like, okay, this new alloy has more zinc in it, for example. Or whatever other element you can add to it to change the attributes. And typically what will happen is as something, if you want something to become harder, it also becomes more brittle. And there's really a fine line to find the perfect alloy for the application, whether that's going to space, whether that's on a car, or whether that's in a phone. So it got me interested in it. Well, Elon claims to be wanting to do the same thing with the upcoming Cybertruck. And of course, he's invested in space travel. And apparently they hired a materials science guy from Apple to come and work on not just materials for SpaceX, but also for this upcoming truck. Because originally they said cold rolled stainless steel, and that means different things to different people. But apparently now they're going to modify it even further. We look at the article here. There's traditional names. So there's an entire booklet of all of the well-known and commonly used industrial alloys. And there's a traditional one here, 304L, which was originally talked about as a material for the Cybertruck, but Elon said it's going to be more of an approximation. So in other words, they're going to do their own sort of custom deal, similar to some of the stuff I was finding with Apple when I went to that material science place. I was surprised to find out that the classification didn't exist for the 6S series after the original 6. It wasn't in the booklet what they found. They couldn't pin it to a traditional or categorized typical alloy. It's all very interesting stuff. But anyways, when it comes to the upcoming Cybertruck, it's likely it's going to be something not necessarily exclusive to Tesla, but something perfect for their particular application.
Right.
They're going to mess around a little bit. They're not just going to settle for the off-the-shelf sheet metal, is what I'm trying to tell you, which is cool.